Hello out there, my friends. Thank you for tuning in today. I want to talk specifically to my veterans that are watching this video right now. My veterans that have recently separated from the military or have been out for a while or planning on separating from the military sometime soon. First, I want to say thank you for your selfless service. We don't hear that enough. You don't hear that enough. Thank you for your dedication and your selflessness to raise your right hand and say, I will protect and serve the citizens of the United States against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. You are part of an elite 1% of the United States that volunteered to raise their right hand. And I hope that you're proud of that. I know I am. Every day that I run into someone, that I talk to someone, they know that I'm a veteran. I am proud to say that I'm a veteran of the United States of America. But one thing that I want to do that's outside of my motivational keynote speaking, I'm also a veterans advocate. I want to advocate for every veteran that is out there that may be struggling to adapt to the civilian lifestyle that they're now in, or maybe struggling to understand the transition that they're going to have if they're still serving right now. Because I want you to be ready. I want you to be prepared. Because in the military, we were taught to always plan. Always have a plan. And when you have that plan down, and it's a good plan, and you've done all the things that you're supposed to do, now you're going to have a contingency plan. So for those of you that don't know what a contingency plan is pretty much your plan B. Because as we all know, when you make a plan, Murphy will come knocking. That's Murphy's Law. That states that something will happen. If anything will happen, something will happen, basically. Murphy's Law. So you make a contingency plan. You say, if this happens, then this is going to be the outcome. This is how I'm going to solve that situation. So don't forget the things that were taught to you and etched in your mind while you were serving in the military. Those same things, those same survival skills, per se, will help you increase your wealth outside of the military when you come into the civilian world. And yes, the civilian organizations and the civilian job market, they're looking for you. They all understand that you are an untapped potential. Our unemployment rate is starting to decrease, but we still have numerous veterans that are, one, in a mental health institution maybe, living under bridges, in homeless shelters, can't find a job. So we still have a lot to do. We still have a lot of work to go. We still have a long path in front of us. But I can promise you one thing. David Shaw will always have your six. David Shaw will always advocate on your behalf. That you can definitely count on. So when I go out to these other organizations and I'm speaking in front of them, one thing that I tell them is that, one, you won't be able to find another employee with the dedication and the motivation and the service and the will and the drive that you will find out of a veteran. You won't find another person that's going to have that leadership that has been instilled in them from a very young age. Right now in the military, you have some sergeants that are leading teams, or some staff sergeants that are leading squads that are 22 and 23 and 25 years old. You take that 22 or 23-year-old sergeant that's been in the military for the last 5 or 6 years, leading teams, and nothing against it, but you take that college graduate that you may pick over that veteran, but they don't have leadership capabilities. They don't have the dedication to an organization. They don't have the self-motivation that you're going to automatically find in a veteran. So if you're an organization out there, I strive and I challenge you to go out and specifically hire veterans into your organization. Not because you want to make the numbers, not because you want to make the percentage, but because it's the right thing to do. And it would take your organization to a whole nother level. I can guarantee it. Now for my veterans out there, no one is just going to come and they're going to just start knocking on your door. You have to put in the hard work. If you want to be successful outside of the military, the same way that you were successful in the military, you have to come with the same mindset of hard work. There's a quote that says, success in the dictionary is the only place that it comes before work, is in the dictionary. Success is the only place that comes before work, is in the dictionary. And that's a very true statement. Because you cannot expect to get success without the hard work. It doesn't come. So you know how to do the work. Okay? And I want you to think about these things. I want you to take off the negative labels. Take off the negative thoughts. Joel Osteen says in his book, he says, to think better, live better. He says to hit the delete button on negative thoughts. It is so easy for us as human beings to think of negative things. It says that it takes 11 positive thoughts to bury one negative thought that came up. Just think about that. It takes 11 positive thoughts to bury one negative thought. And studies have shown also that a person on average has 30,000 thoughts a day. Now just imagine if half of those thoughts a day that you're having were negative. How many positive thoughts is it going to take to bury those negative thoughts that you just had? So I tell you, I challenge you to, when you have a negative thought that pops up in your mind, automatically think of, how can I switch this? How can I change my mindset to find the positive in this? Or like I love to say, how can you find the silver lining? Because there's always one out there. There's always a silver lining to any situation that you may be in. You may be on a job or going back to the military, you may be in a position to where you've been involuntarily separated from the military. That could seem like a negative thought. That could seem like a negative thing that has just happened in your life. But if you find that silver lining, you can say, well, I might have been separated from the military involuntarily, but now that gives me the ability to follow my dream. That gives me the ability to chase my passion. That gives me the ability to tighten up my skills on my gift, whatever that may be. So hit the delete button. Yes, I was involuntarily separated. Delete. I have the ability to follow my dreams. Yes, I may not be working right now. Delete. It gives me the opportunity to spend more time with my family. So it's going to take work. It's going to take a mind shift. It's going to take a change in your mindset. And it doesn't happen overnight. I want to tell you, if you think it's going to happen overnight, then you're in a world of trouble. You're living in la-la land. Come out of la-la land and come back to reality. Because all those years that you might have let those negative thoughts and those negative labels pull you down, now it's going to take a lot of positive thoughts and positive labels to bring you back up. One of the things that some of our veterans are suffering with is PTSD. And that can always come with a negative label on it. But I want to let you know that PTSD in the DSM-5 may mean post-traumatic stress disorder. But in the David Shaw's positive manual, PTSD stands for positive thinking for successful days. And I will tell you, that's how you get around it. That's how you get past it. That's how you're able to wake up every day, put your feet on the ground, stand up, say, Lord, thank you for waking me up, and go out the door on your dream, and go out the door to start striving to stay alive. You have to strive to stay alive. I encourage you to continue to strive and reach your dreams and go for your dreams and follow your passions and create your gifts or tighten up on your gifts. I encourage you to just go out and follow that thing that is deep in the midst of your stomach, that keeps you up at night, that won't let you sleep, that when you're going to work, you're going to be working somewhere that you really don't want to be working at. When you're going to work, it almost makes you want to drive past it. Okay, but I want you to you go into work so that way you have that stability there, but still on the side you need to be working on your dreams. Your dream needs to be your primary job. Your job that you have should be your side hustle. Okay? So continue to hustle and work on your dream. This is David Shaw. I want to thank you for joining me today. I want you to stay victorious and fulfilled and striving to stay alive. Join me at www.Unity2Victory.com, and I'll see you again from the platform.